still waiting on Peta Malark. Hey guys, I am doing, for the obvious of what the title of this video is, I am doing my Christmas wish list for 2017. I'm really excited because I got to take a look at what I asked for, for 2016, and I did get some stuff there. Although, like I said, I'm still waiting on Peta. I mean, I wasn't joking. I really want that. So a couple things before we begin. This video is simply just for fun. There are lots of things that I want that are not related to materialistic items. World peace and a safer place for my daughter and others' daughters and other sons to grow up in. Those are things that I pray for on a daily basis with my relationship with God. So this video is just simply for fun. That's all it is. I don't have to have these things. So anyway, so if you want to see what I have dreamed up in my little mind, then keep on watching. So I'm going to go ahead and get started, and let's just go number one. It is the same as last year, which is Peta Malark. And no way, shape, or form am I kidding. I want District 12 winner, two-time winner, Peta Malark. Is that so much to ask? Anyone? Loxy? Peta Malark. So let's move on to number two. So number two is actually something that I asked for as well as last year, and I probably will be asking for quite a few years, but that's workout clothes, and I really do dig the ones from Forever 21. I'll try to show you some of the ones I already have here in the pictures, but there are some new ones that I am just obsessing over. And for me, I have been religiously jogging since last year after I had my appendix taken out, and it has improved my lung strength so much that I feel like it truly is the reason why I haven't had bronchitis. And that's not to say I probably won't get bronchitis again. I don't expect miracles from my lungs, but for those of you that don't know, I suffer from bronchitis all the time. I'm pretty sure it's chronic bronchitis. I've been diagnosed with that, but to some years I would get it twice a year, and sometimes even 3 times a year. So I have not had a bout of bronchitis since I started jogging, and workout clothes makes it so much more fun if you enjoy what you're wearing. At least for me, it really gets me going because I just think to myself, oh, I just want to look extra cute, and I love this outfit. It makes me feel good, and it makes me feel more powerful and have more drive and energy to complete my jog. I don't really do any other kind of workout. It's not my thing. I hate squats. I hate lifting weights, and I know you have to do cardio and weight, but girl, no. The reason why I even go jogging in the first place is because it is my stress reliever. So it's the one thing that makes me super happy. So workout clothes are just a staple for me, and I absolutely love them. And the ones from Forever 21 are so cute, so inexpensive. I don't require expensive things for working out, and I even said it in last year's video. I don't need Lululemons or whatever top of the line stuff. I don't even know. I don't even care. I will get stuff at Walmart. The one thing I will splurge on are my running shoes. I love Nikes. I mentioned that also last year. Those are the shoes I do splurge on, but even then, the Nikes I get are still on the cheaper Nike side. I never really get a $120 pair of Nikes. They're usually about $80. Alright, number 3 and number 4 kind of go together, but I'll start at number 3, which is kind of funny because it is very similar to this t-shirt right here, which is so genius to have printed iconic lines from Christmas Vacation, which is my favorite Christmas movie. And I am going to do a video on my favorite Christmas movie, so be on the lookout for that. That's coming soon. But this line is said by Cousin Eddie when Clark is talking about Christmas, that he spotted, or that he heard that Santa was close, and Cousin Eddie goes, "You serious, Clark?" That's just so funny that someone thought to put this line on a t-shirt. So with that said, number 3, I found out that on Amazon they sell a shirt that says, "Why is the carpet all wet, Todd?" And to follow that up, there is the response t-shirt to that, which is, "I don't know, Margot," which if you watch Christmas Vacation, then you know exactly what I'm talking about. I think it would be so funny as like a husband and wife t-shirt to wear, but I don't have a husband because I'm still waiting on PETA. Number 5 is something I asked for last year to myself and still didn't get it because I didn't get it for myself because who else is gonna get me stuff? So I wanted a VHS player so that I could play Babes in Toyland. I still want that. I'm obsessed with that movie and I haven't seen it in years. And they never made it on, they never put it into production for DVDs. So you can only find it on VHS and they're rare at that. But I actually own Babes in Toyland in VHS. I just need a VHS player. And I also need to find Babes in Toyland because I don't know where it is, somewhere in this house. So number 6 is something that I saw while playing around on Amazon because as you know, Amazon is like my new thing. And did you know that they make the board game Clue in a Golden Girls version? Like what? So I obviously want that. Who done it? None other than probably Dorothy in the kitchen with a knife. I really want that game, but in case you never knew that and you're blown away, they have it on Amazon. They also have a Monopoly version of Golden Girls, which I want that as well. Let's just tack that onto the list. All right, number 7 and number 8 are kind of tied together because they're both books written by the same author, which is Johanna Lindsey. And if you have watched some of my book review Fridays, she's my favorite like historical romance author, and I found out that she has 2 new books out that I have never read. And the first one is called Beautiful Tempest and Tempest? Beautiful, I don't know if I wrote it down weird, but it is a Mallory novel, and I love the Mallorys. That's a family that Johanna Lindsey writes about, and I want that. I have to have that. Then Make Me Love You is another one, so I would love to find those under the tree. Coming in at number 9 is the Nikon 55 to 200 millimeter lens. So I recently purchased myself a Nikon D3400 camera, and I absolutely love it. I use it to take cheer photos at football games and photos of like my daughter and like just, and they come out so beautifully. Like I really love the Nikon D3400. I know there are way better cameras out there for sure, but for a beginner level, it has been amazing and so easy to use. And I want this particular lens because I have 2 lenses. One is like on the shorter side and one is on the really longer side, but I don't have like that in between, and I'm constantly having to switch out my lens because I don't have like the perfect range, if that makes any sense. So the smaller the number the range, the closer you have to be, and the longer the number, like 200, the further you can capture an image and like get it up like real close. I'm probably not describing it right because I'm not a camera guru person, but I know that I need like this in between lens. Number 10 is a trip to Seattle. I have always actually wanted to go to Seattle, and as a matter of fact, of all the places that I've ever mentioned before even Florida, Seattle is the one place I could always picture myself living in because I don't mind the rain and you get mountains. I mean, just stunning. I would love to live in Seattle. And now that I've been way into Frasier, it's only sparked that even more. I'm ridiculous. I watch Frasier, which probably wasn't even filmed in Seattle. I don't even know. But it makes me want to visit Seattle even more. And I don't know if you guys follow any of like the Bachelor girls from Nick's season, but I follow Taylor, and she's with Peter, or Derek, whatever his name is, and she lives in Seattle. And so every time I watch her on her Instagram, I'm like, The next one, I would love to go to New York. I mean, I've been to New York just on a connecting flight to Italy, but I want a real, authentic New York vacation in Manhattan, New York City. I don't know how realistic these two are going to be, honestly, because I'm going to start having to do some travel to go look at colleges with my daughter. We'll probably do like 2 out of state and 2 in state. So I don't think it's going to be realistic for me to take a trip to Seattle or New York because senior year is going to be super expensive. But I wanted to put them on here on the list anyway because it's just fun and it's a good reminder of like my bucket list, if you will. Okay, coming in at number 12 is a humidifier. I don't know why, I simply don't have one because honestly, I need one. And especially in a place like Texas where the air is so dry. And I just think a humidifier is healthy and it just makes sense for me to have something that is doing good to the air that I'm breathing while I'm sleeping. Number 13 is something I actually discovered on Amazon and also ropes back to the Golden Girls Clue board game and the Murder on the Orient Express, but I want these games that I saw, like a whodunit, like puzzle games, like it's like a little book, like you would have crossword puzzles or whatever, and obviously you'll see the pictures here, but they're kind of like logic puzzles, but I love anything like Clue related, but on a fun, lighthearted level. Like I don't want like a true like Tom Clancy kind of murder or whatever, you know. I don't want hardcore stuff. I just want like really fun, like solving mysteries kind of thing. Even if it's like some sort of computer game, like I love that. I could just spend hours doing that. I don't know why I'm doing my top 14 because I can't really think of anything else, but at number 14, I want a Golden Girls t-shirt that says Shady Pines because I'm completely convinced that's going to be my retirement home, which I think isn't real. Sophia, originally, how Golden Girls started in the very first episode is Sophia checks herself out at Shady Pines, which is the retirement home that Dorothy puts her in, but then I think it catches on fire. So that's how Sophia comes to live with the girls. So, but throughout the history of the show, throughout all the episodes, Dorothy's always threatening Sophia that she'll take her back to Shady Pines, which is so funny. And yeah, so when I'm old, I want to be checked into Shady Pines. Alright guys, so that's basically what, just some fun little things that I would love to have for Christmas. And Peeta Malark is the same as last year. The VHS is the same as last year, so I didn't get those two. Just want to point that out again. And everything else is new. There were a couple of things last year on my list that I did get. And I feel really blessed to have the opportunity to even have remotely of a chance to get 1 or 2 of these items. But I mean, I'm looking at a list if you're wondering what I'm looking at. I made a list. But the t-shirts from Christmas Vacation, I just have to have those. And I would honestly wear those all year round. And I thought I would add this in case any of you are wondering, like maybe what my daughter wants. She is the complete opposite of me. I love, like I posted a photo of her on Thanksgiving on my Instagram and your comments were to die for. Like, you are just the sweetest people ever. And of course you all think she is my mini-me because she is. But we're polar opposites in personality. Polar opposites. She doesn't really require, she's not the typical teenager. I'm sure she does, there are things she wants, but she doesn't make a fuss about it ever. I think it's just part of her personality. She's so laid back that I don't think that she cares. And I was asking her because she is really hard to gift for, because I'm like, I have no idea what you want. And she was like, well, you know, sometimes I know what I want, but it's only like when I'm in a mall and I see it, and then that's how I know I want it. And I'm like, well, that's no help. So basically she doesn't even know what she wants until she basically sees it. So, you know, she's gonna get a couple of things, but I talked about on my Insta story that what I really want to give her this year aren't necessarily presents, but an experience, meaning I want to do things. I want to see movies. I want to take her to the Nutcracker Ballet. I want to take her to like go see the lights, go drive around, go for a winter walk. Like I want her to look back and have good memories of doing things with me and not a material present that she'll forget about in years to come. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Comment down below, let me know some of the things that you want, and don't forget that if you are interested in any of the things I just mentioned, I'll link them down below for you too. I'll just link them. I'm in no way affiliated with Amazon, so just trying to be helpful. So I will link those down below, but if you're gonna shop, go through Ebates, and I'll leave a link for you for that as well. And I hope that you guys have a fun time shopping or having an experience, having the best holidays and Christmas. And I'll be back and I will do my favorite list of Christmas videos. I'll do my favorite Christmas movies. So I will see you guys in that video, and I hope you guys have a good weekend. Bye!